I wanted to walk you through some of the ways that you might study for your vocabulary quiz using Quizlet, which is really a pretty incredibly powerful site. So you might want to start with Learn, and Learn will give you some options to help you practice. So here, I've done a little bit of studying already, so I should know some of these. When you do it for the first time, it'll give you options about which word would fit here. So containing a hidden meaning, for example, I know is cryptic, and I can put in my answer. If I'm not sure, so often relying on or taking advantage of others and I don't know, I can say don't know, and it'll tell me and then give me a chance to put it in myself so that I can learn it. To cause, I know, is to incite. So you can go through this way and do Learn. Once you've done Learn, you can use flashcards to try to make those connections stronger in your brain. And this is the way that you would use flashcards. So I would want to say out loud to myself both the word and also the related word. So capable of being controlled or persuaded, I know, is tractable. And I'm going to flip it this way. Oops. Click to flip. Tractable. And I got that one right, so I don't need to star it. I would also want to go through to myself and tell myself, okay, a related word to tract, which means to pull, is attractive. And somebody who is attractive draws or pulls other people toward them. My next word, well-meaning and kindly, and I know that means benevolent. And bene means good, vol means will, and volunteer means when you do something of your own free will, and so that relates to vol. So you'd want to study that way. Say I got to the next one, I said, oh, to create or to combine. I don't remember which word that is. I can flip it.
Formulate.
And it's formulate, and I would want to star this because I didn't know it. Okay, at the end of this, I can go through and study again just the words that I have starred, so I can focus on the ones that I don't know. Okay, so option, I could just say I want to study the starred ones, and now I'm going to see to create or combine, which now I know is formulate.
Formulate.
Okay, now I'm in good shape. That's the flashcards function. Okay, write allows me to type in my answer, so it's asking me now to create or combine, and I know that this is formulate. So I can answer that. Okay. Again, I can do my options. I don't want to study just the starred ones. I want to study all of them. So once you star a word that you don't know, it'll show up in all of these exercises. Okay, once you feel kind of good with those, you can do a test where it'll put together a test to quiz you on some of these. And I'll show you that in a second, but there's also games that you can do. And I think this match one is pretty neat. Okay, so my goal is to drag things that match together. Okay, so here are definitions and words that I should know. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. Participation in something bad is complicity. Well-meaning and kindly is benevolent. Uninjured and not hurt is unscathed. Apathy is indifference or lack of interest. Formulate is to create or combine. Laborious is a lot of work. Okay, great. And so I can play again, and it'll give me new words. So parasitical is taking advantage of others. Okay, so you get the idea here about how that game works. There are a couple other games that you can do here as well, and you can also test yourself. Okay, so now it's asking me questions. So the person who asks is the communicator between people or groups. I would know is the intermediary. Okay, and remember that on the quiz, you're going to have to know 3 words and a related word and its definition as well. So besides intermediary, I might know that inter means between, and an intersession is a session that happens between 2 main sessions. So an intersession might be having classes over winter break, for example, as an intersession review between the fall and the spring semesters. Requiring a lot of effort or work, I would want to say to myself, okay, I know that's laborious. Labor means to work. A laboratory is a place where a scientist does his or her work. Often relying on or taking advantage of others is parasitical. And I know that para means to alongside of, parasitical is to eat alongside of, and a paramedic is somebody who works alongside of a doctor. Okay, and that's the process that I would use to do this test. For all of these, it keeps track of the progress that you've made and words that you are getting right and words that you're getting not right, so that you can study those over and over and over again until you start to feel confident. So again, Quizlet is a really powerful tool. I strongly encourage you to check it out and try to really use it to study and cement your understanding of those vocabulary words.